God damn it, I love that fucking song. That was Angel Maker, Blaze, one of my favorite fucking songs by those guys. Welcome, if you've just joined us right now, which I'm sure you couldn't have been any earlier because I wasn't here. That was Angel Maker from BC, Ontario, from BC, Canada. And like I said, Blaze is just one of their many fucking great songs. I should have played something new, but I love that fucking song right there. So, again, if you've just joined us, I'm Unkle Rick from Chronic Noise, here to do another Metal Mondays, and I will say, ooh, I am winded. Spent last week in the hospital. Yada, yada, yada. It's been the same fucking story of my past year, so I'm not going to complain about it or anything, but I know that it's been daunting for me. Sorry if I've been missing dates here and there. Hey, Lindsay, how's it going, girl? But, yeah, sometimes you want a peach from life and it hands you a fucking pomegranate, and other times you're thinking you don't want in and everybody wants you in. So with that said, I could not do a show if I was sitting here and I felt not too bad. Amrit, what's up, brother? Speaking of Amrit is in the house right now. He is one of the guitarists, one of the members of Divine Curse, who we had play on last Friday night. They did a fucking dirty fucking set. They have not played a show before, to my understanding, and they had the crowd whipped up. For an opening band, I can tell you, I was very proud. I walked in that place, and they had people out there fucking moshing and screaming and booting around, and I know that they brought people out, so I really owe them a debt of gratitude for coming out and being professional startups, really, because they were fucking awesome. But, yeah, man, I tell you. And yes, Nick has been rocking it while I've been gone. I've been working, and then last week I was in the fucking hospital, and last minute Nick had to take over. And I tell you, man, I appreciate that guy like no other. He's like a son to me, and I can tell you that's music or otherwise, but in the music world, you'll see Chronic Noise promotions. You'll see my Chronic Noise page. You'll see the Instagram constantly with all the bands we got coming. And guess how much of that is me? Like, it used to be all me, but Nick has jumped on the fucking boat and just literally taken over at the helm. And I couldn't be prouder to have him help me. Everything is Nick that goes up there pushing out bands, unless you're seeing it, you know, obviously posted by Rick Hall. Spencer Gill in the house. Yes, Divine crushed, but so did Taking Balfour. Holy fuck, man. That whole album is just gold. Like, every song. I sat beside my son. Quinn came in, and because I was not even able to stand during the show, I was so sore. I shouldn't have been there, but I couldn't not be there. It was such a stellar lineup, and you know, it was, anyway, my son Quinn was like, so who's up next? And I said, Taking Balfour. And he's like, oh, and he goes, what are they like? And I said, oh, you know, kind of a Chevelle, 3 Days Grace, Tool meets a little bit of Dream Theater. And he kind of, you know, turned his head like a little dog would. And next thing you know, you started playing, and he's like, holy fuck, they're like Trivium. They're like Nightwish. They're like, you know, Dream Theater. They're like fucking a little bit of Rush. And he just, every song, he couldn't believe how well the songwriting was. He kept, every time there was a lull, he'd reach over and say something great about it, how these guys are just kind of new. And I said, yeah, basically like less than a year old. And he said, dude, like, they're so fucking good. So yeah, Dawn of Polaris, man, that was your CD release. Everybody make sure you get out and see Taking Balfour's brand new release, Dawn of Polaris. There isn't a bad cut on it. And the great thing about it is, much the same as a Jupiter Hollow song or a Styx song or a Rush song or a Dream Theater song, from one song to the next, or even within one song, it might come out starting heavy, and then it goes into it'll stop, and then it'll zigzag into something heavy or mathy or whatever, and it's just, it's nonstop greatness. I mean, everybody in the band, the drummer killed. He's the one guy that I don't know personally, and I watched him a little bit, and just fucking the fills were perfect. Zach, thank you. Welcome to the show tonight. Zach Culp, the keyboard player for Taking Balfour. That was another thing. My son keep leaning in going, tasty, tasty. And like not a misuse of keys or not just a plink, 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 which that's all fine, right? But you're not fucking trying to do simplistic thing. You're trying to really add layers and flavors, and you did exactly that. You guys are so fucking tight, and me and Nick were so proud to host you guys that night. So again, I've been just yakking her up, but I wanted to say that the bands that played that night, the bands that were fortunate enough to play, just slayed. I See Aura. If anybody was at that show and they saw that band play, oh my god. Like, I mean, that was a band that, again, there wasn't a bad band on the bill, but when I See Aura came on, I hadn't seen them before, hadn't seen Divine Curse before, so I really was intent on kind of catching those two bands and seeing what they could do in a live setting. And I can tell you, oh my God, hey, Noah, welcome, dude. Noah Anderson is the fucking, I don't want to say leader, but the brainstorm. I remember a couple years ago, Noah saying, hey, I've got this project I'm working on. Can we talk about possible musicians that you might know to kind of fit it? And he was sending me songs all the time. And when I'll tell you, Spencer, a funny story between you and I is that when Noah was telling me about the singer, because I said, who do you got for a singer? Like, is he a screamer? He goes, no, he's a clean vocalist, but dude, hear his voice. And I got to say that when I heard your voice and then seen you play, remember that first show, Spence? And I said, you just gotta loosen up and get the bugs out because your voice is already there. Dude, watching you guys the other night, you're a consummate fucking vocalist. Your vocals are like butter. They are butter, gold, and metal mixed all into the same fucking pot. So I'm going to tell you, man, you're just amazing. Yes, and Rolodex Darko in Hamilton, that's next weekend. Fuck, if I'm feeling well enough, I'm going to be down east, so I'm not going to be around. But I can tell you, Rolodex Darko is a force to be reckoned with. Bob and the band is just like, it's like they got Rage Against the Machine musicians and somebody from like the Distillers or fucking some screaming banshee vocalist who really has a lot of political and sexual political attributes and things to talk about as well. Uncomfortably Beautiful is the way I would say Rolodex Darko stands. Anyway, right, man, here we go. We're going to play. It's birthday day, so I've got a couple birthday shout-outs to do, one being my man Adam Linka. I don't know if anybody knows Adam or not, but if you don't, you must have been under a rock unless you just don't know the name. First time I seen Adam Linka, he was the bassist of a band called Horizons. Years ago, when I first started, like 12, 13 years, 14 years ago, Adam, like I said, when he was in Horizons, I booked them once or twice and just thought, wow, man, those guys are going to the fucking top. Like, amazing musicianship. Adam's voice was top notch as a backup vocalist. It was just amazing. Then next thing you know, I hear Adam's in the Northern, and I'm like, oh shit, that's going to be awesome, man. Like, who could ask for a better fucking drummer? And then lately, he's been in a band also called Dead Days with Don Tour, ex of Searching for Satellite. Sorry, so many band names. But anyway, Adam is a great fucking guy, a great drummer, a great human and father, and a great vocalist. And I can tell you right now, Adam, happy birthday from the Chronic Noise and the Gain Media and the whole fucking Ontario scene. So this is Survive the Hive by Dead Days. Happy birthday, Adam Linka. Gatorade, high in electrolytes, good and good for you. Goddamn, Don Tour's got a great gravel voice. Oops, it's a window. It's fucking hot up in this bitch. Can you see past yourself and find some good in this? Things hands around your throne or the price you pay. To lead the voice of change into the future. Hey, Benny. Travis. Drew. There's no way of making wiping your sweat off look cool. Happy birthday, Adam Linka. That was Dead Days, Survive the Hive. Every song they got is great. So Jimmy Barker, my man, what's up, dude? Haven't talked to you in a while, and I miss you dearly. Okay, so keeping in the birthday theme, and Jimmy, you've joined in just in time because remember a little while back when I used to do shows at Club Sagittarius, one day we had Mandroid Echo Star come in, and they were on tour with a band called Ever Forthright. And it happens to be Nick Landry's birthday today, one of the guitar players of that band. That band, if anybody's not aware of Ever Forthright from the States, you need to go out and check them out. They are still active, but I believe they're writing something right now. The singer, he is Chris Barretto. And he's also sang in Monuments, and he's also sang in Periphery. Don't know if you guys ever heard of those two little bands or not. But I can tell you right now that Ever Forthright band that they all played in together was killer. And we're going to play a track right now because it's my buddy Nick Landry's birthday. So even though he won't know I'm playing this because he's all over in the US of A, this is All Eyes on the Earth, Ever Forthright. Tell me what you dig about it, or tell me if you don't like it.
Thinking I'm a
fucking Gent Gone Wild. They also use a saxophone a lot through their set, and they literally call it baby-making metal music. Please, please, please go check out Ever Forthright. This is not only a great song, but it's just one of like 9 or 10 other tracks that are fucking awesome. Okay, I said it before, I'll say it again. Great band, Ever Forthright. That was All Eyes on the Earth. Happy birthday, Nick Landry. Again, I know you won't hear this, but thumbs up, metal horns up, and all the love from Chronic Noise. Can't wait to see you again, buddy. Anyway, so I said we had some new songs. The one brand spanker that we have is a brand new band this past year called Cruel Intent. They're racing across the fucking province, just ripping it up, and I think they just finished something up in Montreal. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, Cruel Intent, and they've got a new song with Jacob from Beguiler. So we're going to play that right now, Chaos Rising by Cruel Intent. Obviously, I haven't learned this one yet.
What
I lied. I said I wasn't going to smoke tonight. This is this is literally the first time I've smoked since last Sunday. So baby steps, but you know, chronic's a chronic. I'm just one with K's. Dirty time. Oh, I like that riff. I gotta get these guys to Guelph. They're fucking nasty. I love these guys. You're listening to Cruel Intent. Did I just hear a little blah in there? Well, holy goddamn sheep shit. That was Chaos Rising by Cruel Intent, and that's brand spanking new from those guys. If anybody's looking to travel and tour with a band, I think these guys are pretty cruelly intent on fucking... See what I did there? Was cruelly intent on going across the border, back and forth, because these guys need to be seen. So all the unholy, all that is unholy, all the fucking pro sector bands, all of the Canadian bands need to fucking get a hold of these kids and see what you can rock up. With that said, I think we're going to play some fucking Taking Balfour right now. One of the new songs off the album is Neptune, I can't get enough of the whole album, but I got to say that when I heard Neptune a few weeks back or whatever, I rock that all the time on my playlist while I'm driving. So this is Neptune by Taking Balfour. They played last Friday night for their album release for Dawn of Polaris. And if you pick that up or even just go check it out and steal it, it is an amazing piece of craftsmanship. So check this out. Neptune, Taking Balfour. Now, I just don't play this song because it's a rocker, but I also play it because it's got some depth to it. It just has different time signatures and different time tempos, and just, I don't know, like I said, I hear 3 or 4 things going on in the song from start to finish, where a lot of bands are just their 4 or 5 chords all the way through with a very slight change for the chorus. So that's something that I really appreciate, is the strong songwriting and performing of Taking Balfour. Neptune. Well, how's that for a fucking thank you very much? That was Taking Balfour, Neptune. Check out the new album, Dawn of Polaris. They just did a CD release for it in Guelph. We were lucky enough to host. The crowds went fucking banana cakes. It just, like, I don't know, man. Every song, it's so layered. It's so perfect. Check those guys out. So, for another piece of resistance that I really like is a buddy of mine Remy from Montreal, he has got an outfit called De Mal en Pair. We've been playing a song off of it every week. It's somebody that we're not booking right now because, I mean, they're there, we're here. But if they ever come around, I can tell you for 1,000% fact, I'll be booking them in my back fucking yard if I need to. Again, De Mal en Pair. I think this song is called Saint Mons. I probably said that wrong, but just check it. It's fucking awesome. Pleasure's all mine, Spencer. Not that you can tell, but what I also love about these guys is that they're playing in French. They're not singing in English, so when you check it out, it makes it that much more fucking horrific. Yeah, outstanding track. And by the way, Drew, thank you so much for the offer. I'd love to see BT Bam and Trivium again and Whitechapel again. But I got to say that I'm winded as it is right now. I didn't really want to do the show tonight. And at the same time, I'm like, oh, yes, the fuck you do. So I'm doing the show and I'm forcing myself to be up and about. But I got another hospital procedure on Thursday. So, yeah, that's all I got in the gas tank right now. But thanks again, brother. I super appreciate it. Say hi to Noel for me. De Mal en Pair. Okay, love those guys. Saint-Mons, whatever. I'm not French. Anyway, we're going to throw back to some stuff that when I first started promoting, I tried like a motherfucker to book these guys, and they were too big. Like, there was bands out there like Today I Caught the Plague and Children of Eve and fucking, Straight Reads the Line and Holly Springs and Dead and Divine and all of those bands. And along with this band, I tried booking them all, and they were just a hair out of my reach. And then finally I got a message from Hutton Werbicki. He used to be in Satellite, Connecticut, and if anybody didn't know that. But all of a sudden, Hutton wrote me and said, dude, if you want to do a show with Kingdoms, we're down. And I did a birthday show on June 6th, way back in London, Ontario, probably 2010, something like that. But anyway, this is one of my favorite. I love Kingdoms, but this is one of my favorite songs, Atlantis. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, welcome, Quinn. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, too. That's an oldie, eh? By the way, you missed Taking Balfour. I know you loved them guys the other night. Welcome, Quinn Hall. That's my youngest son. Who out there has seen Kingdoms before? The Dirty Note. I should go on the National Air Guitar Championships, because I can't play a guitar worth a fuck, but I sure know where those fucking notes go in my head.
She's
That was Atlantis by Kingdoms. Back at that show, I just remembered that show that we did in London, Ontario with Kingdoms. They headlined, but I was dragging the Karma Cure all over the fucking place. Don't know if anybody remembers who the Karma Cure were or not, but they were literally the reason that I'm sitting here right now. Those guys were playing, and they asked me to host a show in Guelph. I said, I've never even been to fucking Guelph before. Why would you want me? Well, we know how to play, we know how to bring people, but we don't know how to set up a show. And I'm like, these guys think I know how to set up a show. So I find a venue. We booked Today I Caught the Plague and Children of Eve, both with the Karma Cure. And I'll bet you I dragged the Karma Cure probably 75 fucking dates beyond that. Windsor, we were doing weekend shit like the 3-day Weekend Warrior shows in Windsor, London, Guelph. We were doing Brantford, all over the place. The Karma Cure, don't know if anybody remembers that name or not, but they ended up a couple of thirds of those guys ended up being in Mandroid Echo Star. Mandroid is just back out on the fucking loose, and their new singer, not new singer, but their singer, when the Karma Cure split, they went for a decidedly cleaner vocal and less screaming. And currently we have Cheech back in the lineup with his voice. He had some troubles there for a couple years. I'm going to play a song, their brand new song, Rosalia, from the Grammy. I'm a fucking moron tonight. Must be that hospital juice still in me. From the Juno Award-winning band, Mandroid Echo Star. And look to see them playing, maybe us hosting them coming up very soon. Brand new Mandroid Echo Star, Rosalia. Now that's some songwriting right there. Any band that can write a song like that, layered with the proper fucking chord progressions that are constantly climaxing and then lulling, I tell you, these guys are fucking made of gold. Love this. Here it comes. I 1,000% agree, Drew. They are Juno worthy again. This song is world class, amazing. You are 100% correct. And yeah, man, Spencer, I've still got the shirts, the CDs, everything. Well, they never released any CDs, but I got a burnt version of something that never got released with my name thanked for supporting and always helping them out like a family, and that meant more than anything. Wish they had released a full CD. Yeah, like I said, that was Mandroid Echo Star's brand new spanking song, Rosalia. Anyway, to move right along, we're going to play a song by a band called Glass Lung. Love those guys. Been waiting to book them forever. I do have them on the, I'm not going to say when, but I've got them before the year's out in Guelph. This is Glass Lung, Sin Eater. Another display of great songwriting. Check it out. Can you see the circle pit? Hey Nate, how's it going, brother? Fancy you being here when I'm going to play one of your songs. Nate Weeb in the house of Glass Lung. You're so right, Travis. When I first met them, a lot of them were in a band called Strongholds. I really loved their brotherly unification tone that they carried with them. Such sweet dudes, very compassionate, very worldly for their young age. And then when they packed it in for a while and everybody morphed and grew up a little bit, now with Glass Lung, they've really displayed some of what's been brewing in the last few years. I'll shut up. Check this shit out. Oh, I just want to fucking break something. I never have enough good stuff to say about Glass Lung. If you haven't seen them, check them out. If you haven't heard them, check out Glass Lungs on all the fucking socials. You won't be disappointed. Okay, so we've been kind of skipping all over the place. I got to get back on track. We're going to play something a little bit slower, but you guys, if you know me, I'm all over the map with music. I'm all over the map with support, and something that I really, really can't wait to see out of the box is Tom Emons from Atria has teamed up with Tom Ireland. Thomas Ireland has recorded umpteen bands in the area who we all know their music, and they go, I believe it was Ice House Studios that he has or had, and yeah, check out their new, well, I'm going to say new because no one's heard it yet, but Scathe is an outfit that I can't wait till they start playing live. If this doesn't rock your Tool shit, I don't know what it is. 11:11. This hits me right in the feels. Right in the fucking feels. I feel like if I was really down on life, don't listen to this song because it might throw you over the edge. And that's how strong and passionate it is. This might be my last night. Hey Nate, by the way, I don't hand out compliments for nothing. Not too kind. You guys are brilliant. Thank you for your art.
not gone yet. I told them something's wrong. Couldn't breathe, couldn't see, couldn't walk at all. Said they'd do what they could to help and try to make peace with myself. If I die before I wake, rest in peace. Fuck this place.
Tom Emons is one of the best vocals in the fucking world, in my opinion. Who knows what anybody's really like as a human being? Seems like a sweet dude, but I know his vocals melt my fucking head. That's a pretty wicked riff, too. Yeah, I can tell you right now, man, that fucking song, that band, if Scathe comes out and starts playing around, they're going to be embarrassing other bands. So mark my words on that. We've got a couple left, 2 or 3 left. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 songs left. Right now, what I want to do is play a song by a local band. Well, I call local because Jeremy Dodge has been a bro of ours since I've started promoting. Bass player from Seducing Medusa. He does some solo acoustic stuff. He's just a rad dude to start with. He's from Guelph, Ontario. He's playing bass with Locateur, and they are from Hamilton, Ontario. And I can tell you right now, they are also a force to be reckoned with in the heavy realm. Not death metal, but more of a metalcore type of thing. Excuse me. Tell me what you think. This is called USADHD, Locateur. We had them on this show right here, Gain Festival 2022. such warmage. Much heatage. Okay, that was Locateur USA DHD. Two things I want to mention. Number one, I guess note to self, I've got to get a fucking fan in here because I thought summer was over. I got the windows open, I got a little fan going, and I'm still sweating balls. So I don't know whether that's my little trip to the fucking hospital this past week or what's up with that. But the other thing I wanted to mention before I get I've got two songs left. The other thing I wanted to mention before I play those two songs is, and you tell me, I'm not sure which way it works best. Sometimes when I do the 5 or 6 o'clock shout out on Mondays, like, hey everybody, Metal Mondays tonight. I had a rough day, but let's fucking make it better. Tonight we've got this band, that band, yada, 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 yada. And then other times I go, hey everybody, Metal Mondays like I did tonight. And I just said, we're playing lots of good shit for you. Tune in. Now, here's my point. What I end up finding out is that when I'm mentioning the bands, like, hey, I'm going to play the Shit Fucks and I'm going to play the Fart Poops and all that, more people join in because they're like, oh, going to hear my song. And I'm like, hey, respect to that. That's awesome because that's kind of why I'm doing it. And at the same time, the point has been missed that, let's say I'm playing the Shit Fucks song and they go on there and they listen and they're like, thanks, Rick. But they're not bringing anybody on. They're not saying, and I'm not saying they need to or owe me or anything, but if I'm going to play your song, let your peeps know, join in 8 o'clock Metal Mondays, Unkle Rick's going to play our tune. Now, 1 out of 4 bands will do that, 1 out of 5 bands. But most of the time they join in and they're just like, hey, Unkle Rick, thanks for playing our tune. I'm not complaining one fucking iota. I love every band I play, and I am totally supportive 1,000%. My point is, do I have to name the names of the bands to get the people to come out? Like if I had a restaurant and I said, hey, I got hamburgers, hot dogs, and pizza. Are you going to come out more so if I just said, hey, I got a restaurant with great fucking food? You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? So my point is tonight, all I said was we got a bunch of great music. Come on out. So consequently, a lot of the bands I'm playing, their members aren't on here tonight, nor are their fans. And at the end of the show, I might see that I had 15 views or maybe 40 views or whatever, which again, not complaining. That's fucking awesome. I know some people out there that only get 1 view and everybody's got a valid attempt. And then in fact, fuck me for just making that little joke. But so I'm very, very fortunate and grateful that I get that type of viewing. But if I have bands and I mention all of their names and I prompt them to do what they should be doing, then I get like 100 views on it. And for some reason, I feel like that's more fake. It feels like I drew people out to do it. Now, I'm a promoter of music, but I don't want to promote, each band just saying, hey, I'm playing your band, so boom, got a view. Playing your band, boom, got another view. What I would prefer is everybody jump in and say, hey, this is the shit that's going on Monday night. They may or may not play our song, but they got fucking dope tunes. Regardless of who they play, you're going to love it. And if I'm wrong on that, all you got to do is drop me a note and say, Rick, stop. And I would gladly fucking not be Unkle Rick for Metal Mondays anymore and just do shows. But there is somewhat of a calling from people, from the fans. You guys are awesome. And from Nick, for me to keep the ball rolling and doing this. So I don't know. I guess the encouragement that I want is to see people just be coming in and checking it out, regardless whether their fucking song's playing or not. If I had my druthers, it wouldn't even be band members that came on here. It would be fans and go, oh my fuck, listen to that. Who was that? Where can I book them? Or where could I go see them? Or where, or how do you know them? Or something like that. That was my whole intention to start with. Anyway, enough yakking, because I know that sounded like me, all that kind of stuff. Believe me when I say nothing is me, or me and Nick trying to gather some sort of appreciation. You guys, you've got our hearts already. So I just want to know if it's authentic that's out there that I'm doing Metal Mondays, or is it just you guys showing love because I'm playing your songs? I guess that's all. Anyway, a song that I've just been absolutely in love with and can't stop playing it. It's not brand new, but it's new on the charts for Order and Entropy. That is Commander Complex. A little backstory for that was that I believe it was Chris Costa from Pro Sector, an amazing band in London, Ontario. He had I want to joke and say a throwaway song. He asked Order and Entropy if they'd be interested in doing their interpretation of it. And my God, like, I don't know what it would sound like if Pro Sector did it, but just, oh, fuck. Order and Entropy does this song righteous. Like, okay, you judge. I'll shut up. Commander Complex, Order and Entropy, second last song of the night. Whoops. Fuck that up, but here we go. The Order and Entropy vocalist, Oliver Gatfield. Ollie is an amazing little fucking dude, man. A ball of energy, a heart the size of, bigger than he is, all 5 foot, fuck all of him. He is a monster of a vocalist, and the thing that stands out is that he does that talk sing thing that I've admired about a lot of vocalists in the past. He knows how to do it right, and mixed with the whole band, they've just got their shit together, man. Tight AF. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'll repeat what Travis just wrote there. A little more backstory is that Chris Costa from Pro Sector, he did have this song apparently. It was a standalone song of his own that he had, maybe it wasn't a Pro Sector song apparently, that he had asked Oliver Gatfield, who by the way is a guitar player in the Act of Violence. Sorry. Fuck. I'm all over the map. Also, a guitar player in Being, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, those guys, Chris Costa asked Oliver, would you like to come and collaborate on a song that I did? So obviously it was going to be just like a solo song. And they did the vocal session, and apparently Oliver and Travis Down, who's on the show with us here, guitar player of Order and Entropy, they approached Chris and said, hey man, could we use it for Order and Entropy? And the rest is history. Great fucking song, and what humility for a guy to write a song and then be asked by another band, we like that so much, could it be our song? And I mean, that sounds fucking retarded, excuse the term, but it's like, dude, yes, like how flattering can that be? So that's the way our scene works together. That's the way music, that's the way humans should work together. So kudos for that. That was Commander Complex, written by Chris Costa and Oliver Gatfield, brought over to Order and Entropy. Well done, guys. Last song of the night is a band called Lover's Teeth. I play them quite a bit. They've got a little bit of a, I don't know, I want to say, I don't know, fuck, Deftones, bit of a Tool-y, whatever, and then at the same time, they're heavy, so it's more of a post-metal with vocals type of thing. I don't know. You tell me. We've got these guys coming up in November in Guelph, so please check out Lover's Teeth. This is a song called I Deny Me. Last song of the night. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I feel like a piece of shit, but you made me feel a lot better joining in with me. I can feel your arms around me, and I can feel the hugs, so thank you very much. This is Unkle Rick from Metal Mondays and Chronic Noise. I Deny Me, Lover's Teeth. The vocalist of this band and the drummer used to be in Deterrence. These guys have got a lot heavier tracks, but this was just sonically heavy to me. It speaks to me. Thanks for letting me indulge. Dat Be Dat. That was I Deny Me by Lover's Teeth. You ain't going to find a better band. In fact, you're not going to find better bands than we're playing here on Metal Monday Nights. Thank you everyone for the well wishes. Thank you for coming out, spending your hour plus with me. Thank you for being a supporter of the scene. Just thank you all the way around. You are my friends. I am your friend. Unkle Rick, Chronic Noise, Metal Mondays, Gain Media, all that good stuff. We're going to end this off with a band called Sinato. They are a band from Guelph, Ontario. I have yet to book, but Alex is a great dude who I've told him I don't mind supporting until we do book each other. So this is a song by them that I'm pretty sure you might have heard before, and it's their pretty quirky take on it. Till next week, peace, love, and hugs. Lindsay.
No call is